Welcome then to Marina Bay and a tough, bumpy street circuit that will test these drivers to their absolute limit. So sit back and enjoy the action here at the Singapore Grand Prix. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometers long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Russell, Oscar Piastri, and Antonelli, Verstappen, Norris, Hadjar, and Liam Lawson, Sainz, Stroll, Alex Albon, and Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Bortoleto, Franco Colapinto, and Esteban Ocon. Gasly and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. P6, you got P6. The distance to the leader, 8.0 seconds. Okay, Russell's ahead. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Norris behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. Nice move, good job. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds. What the f is this?
Charles Leclerc. What a drive, what a victory. He wins.
And you can really tell that they're taking this one step at a time, one race at a time, and getting the points on the board when it matters. That's what it's going to take, consistency and the bigger picture.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And that is a fabulous win, and the top step of the podium for Charles Leclerc. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.